I'd like to invite Councillor Ron Starr, Councillor Chris Fonseca, MP Peter Fonseca, and Professor Howard Alderman to come up here with me. Please come up. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Professor Phan Đàm. Please allow me to say a few words in Vietnamese first. Kính thưa quý vị, sau khi Hội đồng thành phố Mississauga đã thỏa thuận cho phép cộng đồng Việt Nam vùng đại đô thị Toronto xây tượng đài thuyền nhân tại số 3650 đường Dixie Road, Mississauga, cộng đồng Việt Nam chúng ta đã phải làm việc rất nhiều việc để mà hôm nay chúng ta mới có cơ hội trình làng 5 cái mẫu tượng đài thuyền nhân, và nhất là tổ chức đêm gây quỹ lần đầu tiên này. Sự hiện diện đông đảo của quý vị ngày hôm nay đã làm cho ban tổ chức và hội đồng quản trị của hội tưởng niệm thuyền nhân chúng tôi vô cùng cảm kích và hăng hái trong việc xây dựng tượng đài này. Xin chân thành cảm ơn quý vị. Kính chúc quý vị một đêm thật vui. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have been the contact person between the city of Mississauga and the Vietnamese Canadian community in the GTA since July of 2015. I should say that I have been very lucky to meet many politicians and staff of the city of Mississauga. They are very friendly, helpful, and supportive of this memorial monument project. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the following members: Madam Mayor Bonnie Crombie. Unfortunately, she is not here with us tonight. And Councillor Ron Starr would say, Councillor Chris Fonseca would 3, Mr. MP Peter Fonseca, Mississauga, East Cooksville. The number 5 is Miss Yvonne Monestier, Coordinator of Public Arts, and Mr. Mark Warwick, Manager, Culture and Heritage Planning. They're here at 6, and they have they already voted for their choice, and unfortunately they got to leave early. Anyway, I like to thank both of them. The next one is Professor Howard Alderman. I remember him so well because in the 1980s he had his Operation Lifeline that helped to rescue thousands of dying and stranded boat people. And he happened to teach philosophy, and at the same time he ran the Operation Lifeline and our refugees project. He's a very funny guy to me, and as two academics, I enjoy his sense of humor. I particularly remember his statement that at the university he's taught, but at Rochdale College he learned. You know what is meant by Rochdale College? In the 1970s, this is a building that is grown by old hippies, and the hippies, they never wear anything, and he learned from that. Thank you, sir. I should also mention to thank you to those following people. Mr. Paul Mitchell, Commissioner of Community Services, Mr. Paul Damaso, Director of Culture Division, Mr. Gavin Longmuir, Manager of Forestry, Ms. Jane Direct, Planner, Long-Term Planning, Mr. Stewart Young, Manager Parks Northeast, Ms. Diana Krusik, Burnham Top Library Manager, and Ms. Lynn Petruchak, Executive Director, Dixie Blue Neighborhood. Tonight, you have the chance to see a big crowd of Vietnamese Canadians getting involved with a fundraising event. Better still, you have a chance to view all the 5 finalist sculpture models for our monument to be built right here in front of the Burnham Top Library. Welcome to the Vietnamese Boat People Memorial First Fundraising Gala. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen.
Cảm ơn anh Phán và Sally. Chúng tôi xin phép được mời tất cả toàn thể hội đồng quản trị cùng lên để chụp một tấm ảnh kỷ niệm. Chúng ta đã có anh Pha ở đây, anh Phán ở đây. Chúng tôi xin mời ông Nguyễn Thanh Nguyên, phụ trách nội vụ, bà Nguyễn Bích Thi là thủ quỹ, ông Lê Thuần Kiên, ông Võ Thành Tân, bà Thái Quỳnh Trúc, ông Nguyễn Ngọc Duy và bà Phạm Diễm Hương. Đồng thời chúng tôi cũng xin các em trong ban tổ chức cũng có thể lên để hòa cùng quý vị quan khách ở đây.
Trước khi chúng tôi chụp hình thì chúng tôi xin quý vị mang hoa lên đến tặng cho các thượng khách. We have the tradition of giving flowers to our to our guests, special guests. Thank you.
And now we have the whole the board of the director will come up and have a photo with our special guest today. Một lần nữa chúng tôi xin mời tất cả quý vị trong ban quản trị
chúng tôi anh Nguyễn Thanh Nguyên thì hôm nay không có mặt ở đây tại vì anh ở Âu Châu.
Thank you very, very much. So you can go back to your seat.
Hang on, 1 second. Excuse me. I like those politicians and the people from, Mississauga to say a few words. Sorry about that. First of all, I'd like to ask Councillor Ron Starr to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much. I am so impressed with all the important people that are here tonight. And this is a fundraising effort, and I know your president won't let you out the door without some sort of a commitment, because when I met him 2-3 years ago, I saw the dedication and I saw the idea they had. They came to the council, actually we discussed, he says, I have an idea, this is what we want to do, and I think the senator pointed out, It's the first generation that comes up with the ideas to make sure you remember, that we all remember the tragedy that all these people that gave their lives, 500,000 people, think about it, 500,000 people to make better lives for many millions of people in Canada and in Vietnam. So I just want to say that as a member of Council of the City of Mississauga, I wish you well. I think you're on the right track, and tonight we're going to be voting on the best model, and we'll see where we go. And all I can say is let's all get together, make sure we have the best monument possible in the whole world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Ronstadt. The next one is MP Peter Fonseca.
Well, thank you very much. Hello, Xin Chao Quy Vi. And we have to thank Senator No here because he helped me, he tutored me right now on Vietnamese. And my great friend Van Dam and President Nguyen and the entire Vietnamese Boat People Memorial Association. You have done a tremendous job here. Look at this crowd. Everybody that has come. This is so powerful, and I am so proud, I am so honored to represent an area where the monument will be built. You know, I know what this means because I remember as a little boy, my church, St. Margaret's, and my school sponsored two families, two boat people, two boat families that came to Canada. And I asked my parents about it when I went home, and I said, oh, we're sponsoring these boat people from Vietnam. What's that all about, Mom and Dad? And they said, you know, son, it's just like when we came from Portugal. You know, we had to leave a dictatorship. They're leaving a war-torn place. They're leaving persecution. And they're here to find peace, to find freedom, to find democracy, and to build their lives. And yes, and it's, you know, we have a vibrant, dynamic, amazing Vietnamese Canadian community here in Mississauga. I know from coast to coast to coast across Canada, and they contribute so much to every field, socially, economically, culturally. I want to commend the artists. You know, what we just saw in the other room. Those 5 works of art, and I don't know how you're going to pick one, because they are all so beautiful and tell such a powerful story about the boat people. And it will be in such a great setting near the library and near the theater, where we can bring more young people. Of course, Vietnamese community, be all the communities, to understand our history of Canada. We're celebrating 150 years of people that have come from all over the world, that have come to Canada to build their lives. And the boat people, that story is one that will catapult us forward for the next 150 years. So I want to commend the community on behalf of the Government of Canada, the association, all of your hard work, the great fundraising efforts. Today, you have not only opened up your wallets, you have opened up your hearts and your minds, and you are sharing this with all of Canada. I know Professor Adelman and others have a deep history, but we want to share this history with all Mississaugans, all Canadians, because it is so special and means so much to us. So Van Dam, thank you from the bottom of my heart. On behalf of the Government of Canada, thank you to everybody for sharing this story with Canadians and making us that much better a country. I do have a scroll I'm going to present to you and President Nguyen.
Thank you so much, MP. Thank you. I vote for your next time. The next one I'd like to invite is Councillor Chris Fonseca.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'll try my Vietnamese as well. Xin chào quý vị. I too was tutored by Senator No. Thank you so much. It is an absolute honor and pleasure to be here with all of you this evening. I understand there were over 640 tickets sold, so you need to give yourselves a big round of applause for this first ever fundraiser for this extremely important legacy monument. And I understand that many of you have come from outside of Mississauga, so thank you so much and welcome to Mississauga for those of you that have traveled from afar. It's wonderful to have you in our great, vibrant city, and the Vietnamese community makes up such an important role, plays so many important roles within our neighborhoods, our communities, and our great city of Mississauga. I was honored when when you came to me, and also I wanted to say a special thank you to Councillor Starr. I know that Councillor Starr met with the association on a number of occasions prior to when they were trying to decide where the monument would be. And there was a decision to put the monument in Ward 3, which is the ward that I represent. And I was honored when Councillor Starr and you, Dam, and the association came to me and met with me and also city staff, and then presented to council and the mayor to say that this monument was going to go where it is in Ward 3 at Dixie and Burnham Thorpe. This community, as the councillor, this community is there's so many stories to tell about the Vietnamese in this location. And as the councillor, I am so honored to have met many of the families who tell that story so well. And we know every picture tells a story. We've seen the 5 incredible monuments that you're going to be voting on, but this monument will continue to tell the conversation that you share, not only to other Vietnamese, but to others within our community, and that is so very important. But I also wanted to thank you because the monument also ties into our pillars in the city of Mississauga. They are to belong, to prosper, and to connect. And through an incredible monument like this one, you will be able to continue to tell that story to others in our city and to continue to build not only the legacy of the Vietnamese people, but the legacy of the city of Mississauga. So congratulations on this fundraising event tonight, and have a great dinner.
Thank you, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I'd like to invite Professor Howard Allen to say a few words.
I'm a philosopher, so let me start with a paradox. You're building a monument, but I want to tell you that monuments you may think they're just physical objects that sit there, but monuments move. And I want to take a minute to explain why. Monuments move because memories move. And you are here, a lot of you, because of that. Because back in 1979, when I was returning from the north and began reading about what was happening to the boat people, I was delivering a big essay I had written on a number of books covering what people failed to do, what Britain failed to do, what the United States failed to do, and especially what Canada failed to do in helping the Jewish refugees. And in reading those books with the juxtaposition of what was happening, I said never again. And it was right in my mind, and that was precisely why I organized the meeting that led to Operation Lifeline. So it's important to memorize, to memorialize, to remember in scholarship, in physical objects, what you went through, because it's the means of teaching future generations, as many of the people here have said. Thank you, and thank you for support for this memorial.
Thank you, Professor. Bây giờ tôi xin okay, please.
Thank you very, very much, and you can come back to your seat and enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much. everyone for speaking. Cảm ơn anh Phan. Cảm ơn anh Phan.
Và sắp tới thì chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu